Tabletop Tales Ethiopia. Ethiopian food consists of spices, breads, meats, vegetables, and coffee. Typical things you will find in an Ethiopian meal are injera, unleavened bread typically 20 inches diameter used as a tablecloth, tibs, sauteed meat and vegetables, kitfo, raw ground beef, wat, thick stew, meat or vegan, and coffee, which is very important. It is considered rude not to accept a serving. Gorsha is the act of serving another guest and putting the food directly into their mouth. Gorsha is a sign of friendship and is an example of how food influences culture in Ethiopia. Tabletop Tales Ethiopia is the documentation of various travelers' perspectives of Ethiopian cuisine based on their experiences through travel.
Tabletop Tales is a digital space created to mimic a dining setting where individuals share cultural knowledge and inside tips through the selected country. The user is invited to investigate the table and navigate through a path to discover specific dishes and significant cultural traditions. Through other stories, Brianna hopes to learn about people from around the world and how their culture has influenced their food. She has already selected Ethiopia as a point of interest from where to begin her experience. Brianna wants to learn more about chicken wat, coffee, and Ethiopian dining etiquette.
Now that Brianna has selected Ethiopia, the user experience begins by displaying the entire tabletop and then zooming in order to inform Brianna of her interactive space. Brianna is most interested in chicken wat and begins with the food category. She makes the necessary decisions in order to arrive at her area of interest. Once Brianna has landed in chicken wat, she is verbally given the background information that she anticipated.
My best friend's grandmother is from Ethiopia. I love when she invites me over for dinner at her grandmother's house. One night, her grandmother served chicken wat. She told us about how her mother used to make it and the variations and spices she's tried over the years.
Brianna wants to learn more and decides to start back at home in order to hear about the importance of coffee. She again takes the appropriate path that leads her to her goal. One of my professors used to live in Ethiopia. He always manages to slip in a reference about his experiences there. I love coffee and was interested to learn that they have a coffee ceremony in Ethiopia, and it's impolite to refuse a cup of coffee. After this experience, she has one last hope of learning about the dining etiquette of Ethiopia. She returns home in order to access this information as well.
I visited Ethiopia last summer. Their culture is so different from America's culture. Did you know that being invited to a private home is considered an honor, and that you only eat with your right hand?
Now that Brianna has found all of this information, she is successful in completing the tasks she set out to do.